Embattled Chinese businessman Michael Yang is a no-show at the Senate Blue Ribbon Committee hearing Monday, September 13, citing health reasons. The Senate is investigating Yang for his links to the anomalous pandemic deals of the government. Yang is President Rodrigo Duterte's former economic advisor. Yang's lawyer Raymond Fortun says Yang has high blood pressure and that his doctors advise him to stay home. But Senator Richard Gordon doesn't buy Yang's excuse.
No, we're not going to give him a free pass. He can appear. He's not under pressure there. He's in Davao where he's comfortable. He can bring his doctor if he wills, and we want to see him.
He insists that the Chinese businessman must attend the hearing because 2 arrest warrants have already been issued against him.
You know, that always occurs. When somebody's under investigation, they come in a wheelchair, show their picture, and they cannot appear. Or they're in a hospital bed. Mr. Yang is healthy enough, as far as I'm concerned. I think he can face the music.
Senators also summoned Yang's associate Lin Wei-xiong, an alleged drug personality. The subpoena was issued along with the summons for Rose Nono Lin, another business associate of Yang and who is believed to be Lin Wei-xiong's wife. During the September 10 Senate hearing, Yang turned out to be the financier and guarantor of the controversial Pharmaly Pharmaceutical Corporation. Pharmaly is a small firm with low capital that somehow managed to bag 8.68 billion pesos worth of pandemic deals in the Philippines. Education Secretary Leonor Briones says the school opening on Monday, September 13 is a celebration of victories and successes. This with only over 24 million Filipino students back in classes compared to last year's 26.6 million students.
Last year, we opened classes and we successfully ended those classes. Now we are opening another school year. Isn't that success worthy of celebration?
The DepEd announces it is extending enrollment until September 30, hoping to match last year's enrollment rate.
We are opening the school year 2021-2022 as we celebrate last year's victory. The challenges that we are facing now are even tougher than those we battled last year.
A teachers group called Teachers Dignity Coalition says DepEd is not ready to open classes as distribution of modules in some schools have not yet been completed. Another group, Alliance of Concerned Teachers, says students and teachers are forced into another school year of the underfunded and ill-equipped distance learning with still no plans from the government on how it can safely reopen our school. By the end of September, only the Philippines and Venezuela will be conducting classes remotely.
Need more context, clarity, and perspective? Get the full picture with Rappler Plus. With exclusive content and events, you'll get an opportunity to discuss issues with reporters, experts, and featured guests while helping Rappler continue its fearless journalism. Join now.
Vice President Leni Robredo criticizes the proposal of Ombudsman Samuel Martires to impose jail time on those who make commentaries on public officials' statements of assets, liabilities, and net worth or SALN. In her weekly radio show Sunday, September 12, Robredo calls the proposal unbelievable.
Di ba yung Ombudsman, siya yung mag-iimbestiga ng lahat na implicated nga dito sa korupsyon.
Yes, ma'am.
O implicated sa kung ano man nakatiwalian sa public officials. Pero ngayon, parang ang role tuloy, with the statement na binigay, ang role niya tuloy, siya yung ngipin ng administration para balikan, di ba? Para balikan yung nag-criticize sa pamahalaan. Sobrang baliktad sa mandato ng opisina niya.
Robredo says commentaries and public scrutiny on SALNs are unavoidable since it is part of the deal when public officials enter government.
The mere fact na tinatago mo o hindi mo minimake available, dinadagdagan mo lang yung mistrust ng tao eh.
Martires on Thursday, September 9, sought stringent penalties or a jail time of 5 years for people who make commentaries on an official SALN. He pushed for this proposal as an amendment to Republic Act No. 6713 or the Code of Conduct and Ethical Standards for Public Officials and Employees. Martires imposed new rules that restricted public access to official SALNs. This restriction allowed President Rodrigo Duterte to keep his SALN secret since 2018. Meanwhile, Robredo regularly releases her SALNs. Presidential spokesperson Harry Roque believes the person who leaked the video of his outburst at health experts during a pandemic task force meeting violated the law.
Sa tingin ko po liable at liable din po for revealing public secrets, pero hahayaan ko na po yan sa IATF at yan naman po yung napag-usapan kanina sa IATF.
But lawyer Ted Tess says Roque's outburst isn't a state secret. The Inquirer got hold of the Roque video and published it on Friday, September 10. In the video, Roque castigated health experts for recommending that Metro Manila be placed under another 2-week lockdown. Roque apologized for the manner of his outburst but said he was not sorry for what he actually said. Roque is in New York City because the members of the United Nations will choose 34 members of the International Law Commission. Being an ILC member is considered a prestigious post among international law scholars. Roque was nominated by the Duterte administration to become part of the ILC. Meanwhile, Philippine Vice President Leni Robredo says Roque had no right to berate doctors who are only trying to help the government address the pandemic.
Kung merong ibang tao na kausap mo na iba yung pagtingin sa mga bagay, wala ka namang karapatan na mag-react the way na si Secretary Roque did. Diba? Kasi kaya nga may IATF para mapakinggan lahat.
In entertainment news, Filipino actor John Arcilla wins Best Actor at the recently concluded 78th Venice Film Festival in Italy for his performance in the movie On the Job: The Missing 8. Arcilla, who wasn't able to receive his award in person, uploads his acceptance speech on his Instagram.
If there's one thing that I regret tonight, it's the fact that I will not be able to see my picture there, kissing my own Volpe cup, just like the other 77 actors who received their most prestigious award.
Based on true events, On the Job: The Missing 8 tells the story of a local radio journalist portrayed by Arcelia and a hitman inmate portrayed by Dennis Trillo as they negotiate and question their loyalty to a well-known politician, especially after 8 people go missing. On the Job: The series is streaming via HBO Go starting September 12. Meanwhile, pop superstar Britney Spears is engaged to actor and fitness enthusiast Sam Asghari after dating for more than 4 years. Spears and Asghari first met on the set of Spears' Slumber Party music video in October 2016. Since then, Asghari has remained by Spears' side as she fights to end the conservatorship of her father Jamie Spears over her finances.